Hello everybody, I think we're on live. Good. Welcome. We have chair yoga today. So if you're at home watching, just make sure that you give us a little like so we know that you're watching. And you can follow our page too so that you know that you're getting updates whenever we're on. We did stop Zoom because we were just having a limited amount of Zoom followers on there. So for now, if you are interested in joining me and the rest of us on Zoom, let us know and we can start that back up again. But anyway, today we're gonna just do our usual shoulders, hips. We're gonna hit a little bit of everything. If you have a block, a yoga block, these are a great tool to have to help assist. If you don't have a block, you can always use a book or even a towel. And we have our yoga strap. So with the strap, if you don't have a strap, you can use a belt, you can use a scarf, you can use a tie, all kinds of things you can use if you don't have a yoga strap. We're going to keep those fairly handy. Make sure you've got your chair. A good chair to have is a solid chair that's sturdy without any arms. And today we will be getting up out of our chair a little bit, so stay within what you're, and I want to say what you're comfortable with, but if you're feeling dizzy or really out of balance, you can still do these in your chair. But I do want to encourage you to get up, to move, and we do have the chair that's here for your support. All right, so let's get to it, shall we? All right, hello, who's there? I see somebody there. Awesome. Go ahead, let's sit down into your chair. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, exhale. Again, big breath in through your nose. Fill up your belly, fill up your ribs, your chest. Pause at the top. Exhale, empty it all out completely. Breath in. Breath out. You can go ahead and just take normal breaths. Breathe normally, but still try to fill up as much as you can. And then begin to scan your body and notice how you're feeling today. And in particular right now in this position, in this moment. Beginning at the top of your head. See where you can soften. Maybe create some space in your eyes, around your eye sockets. Not shutting our eyes really tightly, just a soft. Notice your cheekbones. Maybe open up your mouth and move your jaw from side to side. Maybe it's making noises. Open up your mouth really big and then close it. Just that jaw. A lot of times if we're having tension, we hold that tension in our jaw and we're gritting our teeth. We're not even aware of it. So just moving those muscles in a way you normally wouldn't. And then closing your mouth. Your lips are just softly pressed together, space between your teeth. And we're going to start to pull in some integrity in our body. So if you are sitting in your chair, let's pull ourselves away from our chair. Press your sitting bones right on down, maybe even scooting a little side to side so you can really feel that chair underneath you. Your feet are firmly on the ground. About hips width apart with your legs. And lifting and spreading all 10 toes. And then just placing those toes back down. Relax your shoulders Again, down away from your ears, drawing them down. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, let it go. Pull your belly in slightly. That's going to help protect your lower back. Bring our arms down by our sides, palms spin open, and keep drawing your arms down. Shoulders down, fingertips spread wide. Really ignite your fingers. On your next inhale, lift your arms all the way up. Big breath in. Exhale, arms down. Again, inhale up. Exhale down. Just warming up our shoulders here. Breath in, really full breath. And exhale. So as you do this, try to find a drishti to look at, a fixed point. I mean, you can use me for guidance for what the poses are, but maybe even looking beyond me. So above where you all are, I have the window outside and I have the view of the high school. So maybe there's a tree in the parking lot that I can use as my drishti. And down, great. All right, bring your hands to your thighs, and we're gonna just take some nice slow shoulder circles here. So bring your shoulders all the way up to your ears. Slowly draw them back towards your backbones and down. Really super slow movements here. Really getting into your shoulders. Maybe you're hearing some noises. You're feeling all kinds of different sensations. This morning I'm very cricky. That's a word. A little bit of rain outside. A lot of people, if you have arthritis, maybe that's exasperating some of the symptoms. So just move slowly. Listen to your body. Listen to what you need right now in this moment. And we are going to get a little challenging, but I don't want you thinking ahead to that. Just stick with what your body needs. Sometimes it does need a challenge, and sometimes you need to back off. All right, so let's take our right ear down to our right shoulder. Again, remember all that integrity, pulling our belly in. Maybe your knees want to come together, and that right ear just drops down to the right shoulder. We're going to feel that stretch along the left side of our neck. And maintain that breath that we started with at the beginning. Keep dropping your left shoulder down. And then let's just nod our heads like a yes, a little yes. And notice what sensations you're feeling along your neck and how that little movement affects what you're feeling. Come to stillness, bring your head back to neutral, and then drop your head over to the left. And not in a rush to get to movement yet, just notice what you're feeling. And sometimes when we know what's to be expected, we want to just jump in and go for it. But taking that time and the waiting, sometimes that's what our body needs. After a couple of breaths, maybe you want to create that yes movement, nodding your chin. And again, coming to stillness when you're ready. Keep dropping those shoulders down. And on your inhale, lift your head back up to neutral. Close your eyes down. And just see if you can visualize any of the remaining sensations of that movement that you feel in your neck. I Now drop your chin down to your chest. We're just going to release behind our neck here a little bit. So our shoulders, keep that nice posture, nice and tall. Chin drops down. And then we're going to take our chin, just like we're tracing along our collarbone, over to the right shoulder. Back to the center, to the left shoulder. Back to center, to the right, to the center, to the left. So go ahead and go 2 more times in each direction, so it'll be 4 times total. Back and forth, just nice and super slow, really paying attention to the back of your neck, what you're feeling, and see if you can feel this anywhere else. Super slow. And then we'll come back to center when you're done. Lift your head back up to neutral and kind of pay attention, or you can reflect. I know I was hearing all kinds of like little kind of noises as I was moving. If you really listen to your body. Also, I think I felt in my, on my right side, I noticed for me today, how I slept or whatever it was, I felt something in my lower, or my shoulder bone and my shoulder blade. So if you really listen to your body, we're not judging anything, we're just noticing and observing what's going on in our bodies. All right, so let's bring our arms up, big breath in. Sink your shoulders. Good. I'm going to spread our fingers wide. And then we're going to fold forward here. We're going to kind of hover over our legs. A little bit of our arms. Keeping a flat back with our spine. So our spine is long. And we're hovering, so we're using our core. We're not resting anything on our thighs just yet. Maybe you're feeling this on your back and on your sides. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale, bring your hands to prayer. Now we're going to fold over. We're going to take our left elbow to the outside of our right knee. As we fold slightly forward, and then we're going to just hook that on there. Bring those knees together. Make sure your kneecaps are lined up. And we're pressing our hands into one another. It's a spinal twist here. And then twist on open to your right. Another option here is if you want to make a fist with your right hand and then press it into your left hand, that'll help you get a little deeper into that. That belly pulls in as you twist. And keep breathing. So we're going to be here for a few breaths more. See if you can twist a little bit more and open on up. Again, listening to your body. Inhale, pull that belly in, come back to center, lift your arms on up, deep breath in. Exhale, hands to prayer. Our right elbow is now going to go outside of the left knee, so maybe fold forward a little, connect that right elbow to the right knee, and then spinal twist to the left as you pull your belly in. Again, option if you want to make a fist with that top hand to help leverage yourself. And take 3 more full breaths in and out. Check your knees. See if that right knee kind of crept up. Keep those knees in line. Inhale, pull your belly in, twist back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, we bring our hands to prayer. Come on through heart center. Right, so we're gonna do our spinal twists again, but we're going to kind of more like a vinyasa, like a little flow. So like I said, it's gonna be a little challenging. If you need to slow down, then slow down. Let's bring our arms up, breath in. Hands to prayer. Bend, twist left. Press your hands in. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Twist center. Inhale, arms up, breath in. Exhale to prayer. Twist right. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come back to center. Arms up. Inhale. Hands to prayer. Belly pulls in. Twist left just for one inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Come to center. Exhale. Hands to prayer. Inhale. Twist left. Exhale. Inhale, back to center. Good, big inhale. And let's fold all the way forward, collapse right over your thighs. Let your head hang heavy. And here with your thighs on your chest and your thighs, feel your back opening. Arms come by your side. Let's take one more big breath in. Hands to prayer right through heart center. Exhaling, good. Through your nose, big breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. Told you we're gonna have a little challenge this morning, right? We kind of got right out the gate with it too. You're going, what the heck happened, Sam? All right, arms down by our sides. We're gonna do a little bit with our hips now and our seated figure 4. So again, finding yourself comfortable here. Nice integrity in your spine. Right leg's gonna come up, and we're gonna do our best to get this ankle bone to pass over our legs, so we're not poking the bone into our legs. The right foot is flexed. So you may look like this, it's gonna look different for everybody. If your hips aren't your hips and they've had some work, you may just wanna cross your ankles. Doesn't work with new hips apparently, this one. All right, so we're gonna sit up nice and tall. And continue to drop this knee. We're not pushing pressure on anything. We're gonna let it naturally come down on its own. That foot is flexed. You should feel this IT band. Your hip is probably going, oh yeah, you don't have to tell me, Sam, I feel it. Right foot, or your left foot, the foot that's on the floor is facing at 12 o'clock. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, with a nice long flat back, we're gonna fold over that leg. So you may just be sitting up, but try something different. If you're always like, I'm just gonna be here all the time and this is where I am, maybe get out of your comfort zone. Maybe push yourself a little bit, listening to your body. If you feel that right hip, I'm sure you do, maybe continue to feel like a pulling sensation back. So you want to draw it back a little as we're here. Might want to lift up off the seat. And as you continue to breathe, maybe you can sink a little bit deeper, a little bit more forward. And you may also feel a release in your lower back. cross your leg all the way over now, and we're gonna scoot a little forward onto our chair. I know the live classes love this, little core work. Bring our arms down by our side. You can use the chair, whatever you do, we're not rocking back, we're just using core. So you're gonna walk forward onto your tippy toes, and maybe that's where you are, is just on your tippy toes, or maybe you can lift that foot right off of the ground. If you need to use your hands to give yourself some stability to get there, just rock back forward so your spine should be nice and tall. Using our core, we're breathing. So what are you tensing that you don't need to tense right now? Are you gritting your teeth? Your shoulders on up. Relax them down. Release the leg down. Uncross your leg and change sides. So left leg comes over. And this is where you're going to notice your body's, it's the same body, but the two different sides want to maybe have their own agenda of what they're doing. That's fine. So on me, you can notice my leg's like significantly higher than it was on the other side. So this hip for me is always a little tighter. Keep that left foot flexed. And again, without being in a rush and being anxious, you know what's coming. Just stay here right now and just feel what you're feeling right now. And then when you're ready, you can begin to hinge at the hips and fold forward. We're going to stay here for about 5 more breaths, and that's going to give your body a chance to settle on in. Maybe check your hips. Pull it back a little. Your shoulders crept up. On your inhale, sit on up. Cross that left leg on over. Again, scooting a little forward. And same thing, just heel toe up onto your heels on that right foot, and then maybe lift it on up. Did you hold your breath? And are you holding your breath right now? So very common thing, like, holding your breath, like, when is this going to be over? Just breathe through it. Another tool is your drishti, your gaze. So straight ahead with your gaze. Notice if your eyes are kind of like, okay, when's this over? We're looking all around. Just find that one spot to look at. Can you lift your leg higher? One more inhale. Exhale, release it down, unwind your legs. Very good. All right, if you have that strap, the belt, the scarf, the tie, whatever it is, grab that. A little bit of hip opening here, and then we're going to get to some standing poses, and this will help loosen up. We're going to get into our warrior sequence a little bit. So let's hook that right leg, and we're going to bring the strap to our heel of our foot. Flex your foot, that hip sinks right into the socket. Notice what your arms are doing. We're going to let them just relax. The strap's just here for support. So it's not all muscling. Our leg is flexed. Soft bend in that knee. Sitting up nice and tall. Breath in. Exhale. Again, breath in. And out. Both straps come to our right hand. Keeping our waist forward, keeping our left leg forward, we are simply opening our right hip. So it may not go very far. Or you may have said, well, I know Sam, and she's usually saying, hey, we're going to go wider, so I'm just going to go here. So go right to where you don't want to go. No. comfortable, but are a little bit challenged. Some of the regulars know me and they know what I'm saying, right? Right, guys? Nora, if you're out there, Arnie, you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, release your shoulders down. Maybe open up a little bit more. Did your waist just turn? Keep breathing. Soft bend in that knee. Foot remains flexed. Come back to center. Left hand grabs the straps just a little bit across our body. Back to center. And then just one more with our hamstrings. So straps into each hand, dipping that pinky toe down, about 45 degrees. Back to center and then dipping our big toe down. And back to center. All right, bend that knee. And actually what we're gonna do is we're gonna hug our knee, and you can grab onto your straps still. And give your knee a little hug, moving your hips around the socket, maybe assisting with little circles here one way. We're really going to open up those hips later. And we're opening up our hips now, so it'll be easier later. Good. Release that down. Left leg comes on up. Here's my snap. Pull away from your chair. Sink that hip right on in. Flex your foot. Again, keep that knee a little bend. And just kind of see what this hip's doing on this side. Check in with your core, your sides, your shoulders, and your breath. Both straps into your left hand. Opening up again, keeping everything straight, just moving through the hip. That bend in the knee there, keeping it bent. If your knee has to be bent here, then that's fine. Work towards straightening, but not locking. What kind of happened? I don't see my, kind of want a little cup of. Inhale, come back to center, straps into your right hand, cross your body slightly here. Back to center, strap into each hand. We're going to dip that pinky toe down, 45 degrees. Back to center, and then dip in the big toe. Back to center. Bend your knee. You can let go of the strap. And we're gonna go rolling around with that left hip. One way, the other. Right, release it down. And here we go. So we're gonna come up out of our chairs. And we're gonna build our mountain pose. I don't know. See what I'm doing to back this up a little. All right, so our feet are rooting into the ground. We're hips width apart with our feet. Got the chair behind you for now. Okay, so as long as you feel stable and stand, we're going to work on balance. Feet rooting into the ground. Lift up all of your 10 toes and then place them back down. Shins are going to hug in like someone's pressing onto your shins from the outside and you're resisting. Soft bend in your knees, again, not locking out our knees. Hips are at neutral. Our legs, the muscles in our legs are engaged. Belly pulls in. Tailbone descends. So you're going to feel like this motion of tucking and dropping on down. Our chest is open. Palms are open towards the front. And check, did you just do what I did and I just curled up my toes again? Okay, move. Your back is open, your front is open, shoulders drop down. The top of your head is reaching on up towards the ceiling. And we're going to bring our arms all the way up. Sink your shoulders into the socket. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, you're going to bend your knees like you're sliding down a wall as though you're going to sit in the chair behind you. But you're not going to sit. This is chair pose, Utkatasana. Utkatasana. Check your hips. Actually, we're going to come up for a minute here. Bring your hands to prayer. If you have that block, remember I said you have a block, you have a book. Here's a little trick for you. So you're going to take that block and you're going to put it right between your legs. You're going to squeeze your legs with that. So you're still building. Now you can feel those muscles engaged as you're squeezing that block. Keep that bend in the knees, arms up, shoulders sink in, and now then try to keep that block between your legs. Keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. I told you it was a little challenge. So your drishti is straight ahead. Keep gaze fixed right in front of you to the horizon or the above, and keep your breath. If you need to come out, come out. Otherwise, breathe. One more breath. Exhale, hands to prayer, straighten those legs. Woo, good job. All right, you can release that block down. We're gonna come behind our chairs. I'm just moving my chair around so you can see the angle that I'm gonna be at here. Move it. Make sure everything's out of the way too so you don't trip on anything if you have that strap. We're gonna take triangle here. So again, a nice hip opener. Behind our chair, right foot comes forward about 18 inches. Our hips are square. They're both facing forward. Chair is in front of us. Inhale. As we exhale, we're just hinging at our hips. That right hip is going to draw backwards. And you can use the chair in front of you to assist, to help you keep that long, flat spine. And keep pulling that right hip back. Again, keep those knees, soft bend in your knees, never locking joints. Keep breathing. Now if you can take your left hand, I don't know what kind of chairs y'all have at home, but if you have a nice chair like this one, this is good. That left hand's going to go in front here in the center, and we're going to take our right hand and just place it on our tailbone right behind us. And we're going to open and twist. So what it may look like is you're going to twist on open with your shoulders to the right. So it is taking a spinal twist while we're in pyramid. Press into that chair and just twist. You may not go very far, and I know that this is hard to hear when my voice goes away. It's hard to hear, so I will show you what it looks like. Inhale, belly pulls in, come back to center, and up you go. Hands, feet come together. Let's take our hands to prayer. And close your eyes. Just really feel the earth underneath your feet. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth. Exhale. All right, let's do our pyramid on the other side. So we're about 2 feet away from our chair. We do that side. So we're going to step forward with our left foot. about 18 inches or so. Draw yourself up nice and long. And then as you exhale, fold over, hinging at the hips. Keep pulling this left hip, and if you want to assist, you can take your left hip, pull it on back. Got the chair in front of you to assist you. So you can rely on the chair as much as you want. If you really truly need it, use it. If you're just using it because it's there and you don't need it, then try to break yourself away from that and work on with your own balance. Keep pulling that left hip back. Right hand to the center, left hand comes to your sacrum, and we're going to twist on open to the left this time, opening our chest. Pull your belly in, twist forward. Go ahead, lift yourself on up. All right, awesome. Okay, we're gonna try to do, we're gonna do triangle. So triangle. If you can take a nice legs width apart. You have the side where our chair is here. You're gonna spin that right foot so it's facing forward, right at 12 o'clock. Your back foot is going to be, so you're at a 90-degree angle here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Bend your front knee and press the back edge, the outside edge, the pinky toe side edge of your foot into the ground. So you may kind of get a little bit more, see how deep you can go and kind of just work your way a little bit wider. Keep pressing your foot on in. Bring your left arm up, your right arm up. If you need to hold on to that chair, hold on to that chair. Pay attention to your front knee. Is your front knee kind of dipping in? Is it caving in? See if you can nudge that knee out. Again, your chair is there. And now our gaze is going to be right over our right hand. If you want to try lifting that hand, again, the chair is there. Sink your shoulders down. Breath in, breath out, breath in, and out. One more, breath in, and bring your arms on down. Spin that foot in and maybe just kind of heel toe yourself so you're standing. All right, you may need to spin around. If you don't see me, you're going to trust yourself. So we're going to do the other side. I'm moving my chair just because it's light here. And when my back goes to people, they can't hear me. But we're going to do the other side. I want you to trust yourself that what you did on the other side, you're able to do on this side. So if you've turned, logistically speaking, and not seeing me, just listen to my cues. All right, so the left foot now is pointing forward towards the chair, 12 o'clock. The back foot is rooted down, so if you were on a rectangle, it's going to be running parallel to that. Left hip is going to open that left knee. So your right hip is open forward, slicing down with the pinky toe side edge of that back foot. And then we're just bringing our arms on up, gaze over that left finger. Whether it's on the chair, then we're looking at the horizon or the above. Maybe you can continue to sink deeper. Maybe you can bring your legs a little wider. You may be up here. You may be here. Wherever you are is perfect. You can always work on opening up. Two more breaths. Arms come down and heel toe those legs back. Great. All right, let's find our mountain pose with our hands together. If you feel comfortable with your eyes closed, you can close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open up your mouth, sigh it out. Great. All right, arms down by our sides. And we've got that chair here if you need to grab on. We're going to shift the weight onto our left foot, emptying our right foot completely. And we're going to take tree. So the sole of your right foot is going to press in to your lower leg here. Some people can take their foot, bring it all the way up into their upper leg. Anywhere you can go, just don't put it on your knee. Don't do this because you're pushing your knee out of the joint out of alignment. Not good. If you have to put your toe on the ground. And then play around with letting go of that chair. Also play around keeping your hips square. Maybe that right knee nudges out. Maybe your hips just went out of square again. Good hip opening. Okay, release your shoulders. Breath in. Exhale. All right, let's change sides. So find your balance, find the middle, both feet rooted down onto the ground. Shift over to your right foot, left foot, bring it on up. Again, the chair is there for your support if you need it. Again, notice if you're somebody's like, well, I'm going to use that because it's there. Maybe challenge yourself. Maybe you don't need it. Maybe you can bring your hands to prayer. Or maybe your balance is just like so good you can grow your tree and lift your arms. You do you. Keep opening up that hip. Keep squaring your hips. Breath in. Breath out. Good. Let's put it down. Super. All right. Some good little challenges today. Today flew by too. Okay. Had one more thing I was going to do, and I forgot what it was. Oh well, if there's anything else you want to do, go for it. Twisting. Oh, I know what it was. Nora always loves the cat and cows, right? I think that's what we've got to do too. Let's finish up with those. So hand on each knee. We're going to inhale, lift on up, opening up our chest up to the ceiling, opening our throat. And then exhale, elbows can spin out, and our spine's gonna curl, feeling each of the vertebrae separating. Inhale, lift on up. Exhale, curl. Inhale, lift up, really fill. Exhale, empty, feel that vertebrae. All those little bones in your spine, getting lubrication, so good. Inhale and exhale. All right, come on back to neutral. And then we're gonna sink ourselves into our seat. You can kick your legs on out. Relax your arms by your sides. Hands can rest on your thighs. Eyes can close down here. And through your nose, take that big, juicy, deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out, let it go. So good. And now it is time to rest. And I will guide you through when it is time to create movement again. But for now, just focus on how your body feels from your head down to your toes, and your toes back up to your head. Notice how open your hips feel, your shoulders. Look for the opening in the space where maybe you didn't have it before. And something new. Something positive. the rhythm of your breath. Slowly wiggle your fingers, and some movement. Some circles with your wrists in one direction, in the other. Sitting back on your chair, bring yourself all the way up to seated. Bring your knees back in. Wiggle your toes. Circle with your ankles, one and then the other. One way, then the other way. Bring your hands to prayer right at heart center. One last big deep breath in. Open your mouth. Sigh it out. Carry your thumb knuckles to your forehead. And together we'll bow and say, Namaste. So thank you for watching. And again, if you've been watching, please just give us a little like. You can make a comment if what you'd enjoyed, if there's any other poses that you'd like to try in the future, what you found challenging, maybe what you want more of. Let us know. All right, so thank you and enjoy your day.